This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Adoree Jackson on the return. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback from Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
The numbers in 2017, not what anyone expected. 13 touchdowns, but 15 interceptions, although he did lead the Titans to the playoffs for the first time in a decade, and then led them to a huge upset victory in Kansas City in the wild card round.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
Let's take a look at Delanie Walker, the only tight end in the league to lead his team in catches in each of the last 4 years. Yeah, he's a late bloomer. He never topped 30 catches in his 7 years with the San Francisco 49ers. But remember, he came out of college as a pure wide receiver and had to make the transition to tight end. Played that at Central Missouri. Now he's the featured guy in Tennessee and is putting up Pro Bowl numbers year in and year out.
Mariota now on second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Mariota on first down. Oh, Walker showing the power. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Mariota again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Nashville right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Tennessee after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Stocker's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Mariota now. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man out of Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
What a start to his NFL career as a rookie. 19 touchdown passes in just 6 starts. That was more touchdowns than Joe Flacco, Tyrod Taylor, or Marcus Mariota. And Houston went 1-8 after losing him, which lent credence to many people saying he should have been the Rookie of the Year based on his play and how Houston did without him.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Back onto the field comes Tennessee's offense. Last week, week 3 of the preseason, only 6 points against Pittsburgh. And remember, this is an offense last year that ranked 19th in the league, so not at the bottom, but they certainly could improve.
And they need to make a jump. Brand new coaching staff, led by Mike Vrabel, also a brand new offensive system. So quarterback Marcus Mariota having to adjust again, trying to find his rhythm as a passer. And, of course, they need their offensive line to be intact so they can get the running game going as well.
First down, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Mariota now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain,
Still
but
first
off or
down.
not on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Second half begins with a run from Miller. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First target, first catch at a first down. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Watson on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Given 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, here's Miller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it, because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities, because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Again, it's Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Mariota hands to Henry. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you go on the field, but okay, I see you. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The Texans were penalized 124 times last year, 3rd most in the NFL, and now they come up 1st and 15. Watson now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. He got 29 yards that time. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. Now Watson, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Morgan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They begin with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.